Hey, YouTube Nosy, Google Gadget. What's up, guys? Today's indeed Friday, which means tomorrow is the car show. How goes it, Leo? PC Pete, howdy. What's up, big man? There's a big fly in here. It might be a horse fly, chat. Thank you for the sub, mention what I had. 60 months with the message. What's up? Classy right there, I like that. What's up, Swats Cats? J Mervin, Wayne, Dex, how y'all doing? Chris the Technician, what's up? What are you technician on, PCs or cars? We got a big ass fly in here.
Yeah, it was in here the other day too, and it kept like smacking itself up against the light.
The light, yeah. I know it's a normal fly. I didn't think they like light like that.
What up, guys? I'll be seeing you there in the morning. Yes, car show. Car show's tomorrow, guys.
Yep.
I'm glad the bad weather's today and not tomorrow, because you know.
I know it's crazy. It feels like
it
should rain tomorrow, but it says it won't.
Yeah, so we're good. Good vibes.
Hey guys, cars and autism tomorrow.
Cars and autism.
Just kidding.
But yeah, guys, if you are not able to attend the event, I already see our receivers at half charge. That's a great start.
Yeah. Just like for the event tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like the event tomorrow. If you guys aren't able to attend the event, obviously we'll have our live stream going. I'll have it set up in the room in there. Obviously, we're not going to be actively on the stream. It's just kind of like a bird's eye view. I'll occasionally come in, grab the iPad, walk around, show you guys everything. But if you guys want to hang out during the live stream, you can do that.
I like chaotic. My Civic is done, but I broke myself.
What do you mean you broke yourself? You broke yourself eternally?
Are you a broken boy?
You're a broken little boy. There's a budget build that'll take us 20 minutes to finish. So
yeah,
and pace ourselves.
It has a 3050 that's like I think slightly less hated. The 8 gig, you know?
The 8 gig, slightly less hated.
I honestly don't know. That's not what, you don't really see this one very much. And honestly, I kind of see why. Like, I mean, it's, I think a decent entry-level card, but, you know, you're probably paying a good amount more, and they do need external power.
Yeah, how much are they now?
I don't know. I mean, can you even, like, buy them?
That's a good question. Because that card I remember was always hated because it was the same price as a 6600 but slower.
Right.
If you're just wanting raw horsepower, but it was an NVIDIA GPU, so people still bought it anyways. How much this one gonna cost? This one gonna cost 800 PC Bros. That's a big ass fly.
Actually, some people selling them on eBay for like 150 to 175.
It's not horrible on eBay.
No, it's
basically
not.
getting 6 gig prices.
Let's see, is this an 8 gig? That's 6. Oh god, 200. Oh.
I wonder if they're even making them anymore. I'm assuming NVIDIA is probably only making the 6 gig.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to find the 8 gigs. I mean, you can, but like you have to look on like eBay. Well, here's one on Newegg for $219. I mean,
well, do we already get rid of a staple that used the 8 gig?
We've been using the 6 gig for like a long time now. I
I
think at one point our staple started with the 8 and then we went down to the 6. Cars and coffee with rolling burnouts? No, none of that.
No, none of that. None of that craziness.
Don't even think about a V8 engine.
That's why we call it cars and computers. We don't want any crazy hooligans.
Is it called cars and burnouts? No, chat.
No, it's not. Don't be doing that now. Behave yourself.
We have on-site police that'll chase you. Yep. Why a 3050? Well,
we have it.
We have it on hand, and the 3050 is not a bad card.
It ain't bad. It's all about your expectations.
It's Mama Tool.
Mama Tool.
It's weird.
Yo, Matt and Jackson, what's up? Feeling Fernsky? How you doing? 3050 cost. Again, this was one I'm assuming we just had in our inventory, so I have no idea what we.
Yeah,
it just says test PC well, so that gives me some hope that this thing might need a little.
If I remember right, I think this is I think this was a card that we got new, And then I feel like we shipped out the PC. Customers said that it was artifacting. We got it back, tested it in 2 different test benches with no artifacting. We have not heard back from the customer. Like, we sent them a new card. So, I don't know. Maybe it got bumped loose in shipping and they just didn't receipt it, but...
Happy giveaway day. Today's not giveaway day.
Boo!
Plum, what are you talking about?
Give away something. Boo!
I'm not giving away anything. No.
What about a prototype handout?
Yeah, that's what we're giving away, guys, is prototypes. No gaming PCs anymore, just prototypes.
Should we just make that an extra giveaway?
Yeah, there you go. That's one way to.
I don't know what else to do with it, because I'm like, if we're not listing anywhere, I'm like, I don't think it's ever gonna move.
No. Next week, giveaway's not next week either. It's the week after.
Yeah, Friday the 13th, guys. It's just the unlucky giveaway.
Friday the 13th. It's always the second Friday. Today is the 30th, so it is not June yet. So.
Junieth.
And then next week would be the 1st. Mm-hmm. So we got 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks.
So then, chat, what would the week after that be? Probably.
When's the Cards and Computers event? Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It is tomorrow.
We are giving away like little backpacks and stuff, but not a PC. It's been a while since that was something I remember I was talking to Zach about the other day, because we were like, man, they used to be like, those events were crazy. We give away like
a lot of stuff.
like 2 to 5K worth of stuff. It was crazy. One day I'd like to get back there again, but we gotta get money first.
Why did May go by so fast? I don't know. Just did. May fell short for me. I was gone a week, so just kind of went by.
Yeah, that'll do it.
You sit on a throne of lies. What do you mean throne of lies?
What's that so deep?
Home Crazy's like, you liar.
The guy always says Jonah has like a hot mouth and stuff. Is calling us out. It's crazy.
Man, we've been getting like bombarded with people falling for fake giveaways again. I don't know if YouTube's just having more of a problem with that or what.
I feel like I don't. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't feel like I see the comments as much anymore.
So someone in Discord sent the screenshot of it. I'm wondering if like
they're hiding it.
They're hiding it somehow. Like, I don't know if they can like
hiding it.
That'd be so weird if you could like hide user from your channel, as in you can't see them, but then you could comment on their channel. Like, that would be sus, but wouldn't put it past YouTube to have that problem. All I see are porn bots and random crypto bots. So
bussy bots.
Bussy bots.
Yeah, the people who like email us, I don't know. That feels like the most like under the rock kind of deal, because it's like, I mean, thanks for looking out for us, but it's like, do you really not think that like we're a channel with 800,000 something subs? Like, you don't think we know about scams?
Yes. Well, the thing is, I think most of the people are emailing just hoping that it is actually us.
Right.
And I'm just like, they're not really like pointing out scams. They're like, yeah, because if you look back in the messages, they'll reply people all excited. And then they're like,
yeah.
Oh, there's a scam, right? Right?
Yeah, like the one from the other day literally said, yeah, I got a message from the account ToastyBros11. And I'm like, okay, why would we make like an account with 5 subs not verified to let you know you want a giveaway? Like, I don't know, man, that's just such a common sense thing.
Yep.
What are these noises?
Also, YouTube has changed their comment setup to where if you want to know who the actual person is, the person who comments on their own channel is now a highlighted name. So it's not just like a check mark, it's a full highlighted name. So like, if you see one that's not highlighted, it is not us.
But
you're still going to do it. You're still going to do it. Abdullah, Ryzen 5 7600 with the 7600, that's a go-to combo. We like that one. The 7600 is getting harder to get at a good price, but that is a good combo.
Yeah, 9600X kind of taken over the pricing, because it's starting to, I've seen it hit 199, so that's a great deal.
Yep.
Just make sure you got adequate cooling.
Yeah, just
make sure you're not in a sleeper, guys. Come on.
Yeah, no sleeper bits. Any CPU can run Windows 11. Any CPU can have, I'll say the best way to put it is any CPU can launch Windows 11. Will it like get continual updates? It depends. I've seen more and more with these newer versions of Windows on stuff where we force it on there. They just never end up getting updates, which there are ways you can force it again, but.
Scary stuff. The idea of having all your stuff just ready to go, and then it's like, you can't update me anymore.
No more updates, you're done. Goodbye.
You know, this is that Fruit Ninja beat.
Doot, doot. Morning, James. BBQ Kibbles. How you doing?
What's up?
Mr. Kibbles. Look at little Kibbles.
Did you feed your dog the Kibbles this morning?
Look at little brown rocks. Sorry, I don't know what that was all about.
I've been watching too many commercials lately, where they say you gotta feed your dog the free range meat.
I do not see my dog get bushy. Whiff.
You're talking about those wartime burnt up rations that they used to feed dogs? Yeah, I feed my dog raw steak, like a real American.
So Chad, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I did research on this. SteamOS is still not officially out for desktop. It is just an ISO that you could put on other handhelds that already say they have support for it.
I think that's what, didn't someone say like now it came to like a Lenovo
Yes, so
handheld?
Lenovo is shipping with it now.
But then I think people are saying that it seems like, it seems like PC's next maybe?
Hey Google, skip.
Is that what you all were saying though? You think desktop's like coming soon?
Technically, yes. I'm assuming it's just an ISO, so I'm assuming, I mean, with any PC you can install. Oh my, hey Google, skip. Okay, so you say it might work on an AMD GPU quick desktop, more testing needed. Okay, so like, just like anything, you could force install an operating system on PC hardware.
I guess it'd probably be the most likely to work right now on like one of the new, like either AI chips or like just newer Ryzen APUs. Since that's probably what comes in the Lenovo.
Thank God that AMD gave the 580 drivers. What do you mean? There's new 580 drivers? No shot. That'd be awesome.
If that's the case, then we gotta take back everything.
We're gonna take it all back.
We've been saying
580's
it's
back,
dead.
baby. It ain't dead yet. No,
We're buying all the 2048s.
2048s, let's go. I purposely, I think, I can't remember now because I'm planning before vacation. I think I purposely avoided getting a 2048 one from that pile because I was like, we've seen those enough. Mm-hmm. They're all non-2048s, I think. I think one of them's a 590 though.
Oh, interesting.
I have the 7600 CPU GPU combo, and I want to upgrade the GPU with a 9060 XT be better choice than the 7700 XT. Well, we don't know about the 9060 XT yet, but 7700 XT, if you could find one, would pair very well with the 7600. But I don't know if that'd be it. You have a 7600 CPU and GPU combo, so you'll be upgrading from the 7600 to the 7700 XT. It would be an upgrade, don't get me wrong, but it won't be like a monumental upgrade. I personally would probably jump like 2 levels normally when I do a GPU upgrade, not just 1. I guess technically that's 2 if you count the 7600 XT, but I don't really count that.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, Kriga. I think the legacy of the 580 is still there, but 1080 Ti I think is still going to be holding up for another like couple to
1080 Ti
years.
is a much more powerful GPU.
Yeah, I think the 580 is like, you know, for like Linux and specific use cases now, it still makes sense, but it is kind of getting to the point where, especially for like the 2048s, like being even weaker, it's just not worth it for some people.
Let's see. I love Xenos. Hey chat, if you like what you're seeing, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe.
I know, he's like our help bot.
Do you have those like saved on like a notepad, Xenos? I feel like you have to.
I bet you have so many other creators on there too. All right, so Jonah's the one with the 350Z. He's the guy behind the camera, the guy
with regular traffic.
Guy with the regular traffic. He's the guy that you see filming all the videos. If I don't know if you live here, V8, or if you were coming to the car show, but he should have it there on Saturday, unless he drives the FX. It depends on like how regular he's trying to be.
How regular is he trying to be?
We talking like grandpa daily commute traffic or like semi-sport, you know?
If you have the choice between a 580 and a 1660 Ti, go 1660 Ti.
Oh yeah.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, it's a good amount better, I think. Because the 580 is much more equivalent to like the 1060.
Some for all the streamers I mod for. See, Xenos is a big baller.
Xenos is? What'd he do?
You're just saying he has all those things saved for all the streamers he mods for.
What did you call the cooler? I don't know if I can say it.
I don't know if I can say that either.
It looks like it's like Japanese. This is just a ID cooling, SC214XT.
I'm on a 3060 and need a slight upgrade, but don't have a ton of cash to spend. Suggestions, green and red, both options are fine. So what CPU do you have?
I like that they're open, you know, it's nice. And how much is not a ton of cash?
Oh, from Die Hard. I honestly, you're gonna crucify me. I've not seen Die Hard before.
I've seen Die Hard, don't remember. I've seen Die Hard and I've seen the, are the what would it be, sequels to that? Or are those the Glass movies? I think I've seen both of those.
I did not buy the new Elden Ring. I know that came out yesterday. Are people liking it?
Is that the multiplayer one?
Yes. Maybe a good one to pick up for benchmarks. I think they said it's only $30.
Huh.
Say only, but like in today's age, it's pretty cheap for a game.
It sucks because is it basically just like is it the same game or is it like
No, so it's a
whole new map and everything?
It's like isn't it kind of like a BR like extraction kind of game where you drop in with 2 people, you level up, it's like crap, what is it?
Is it PvE or PvP?
PvE. So you basically drop in with a teammate up to 3 people, you go through and you fight a bunch of mobs, you get to a boss, and then you get gear to level up and you just repeat the cycle over and over again. So I think it's similar to
Oh, you're right, I'm thinking of Unbreakable.
Battle Royale multiplayer. So is it similar to God, what's that one game that we play that you I don't know, I'll remember it eventually.
Something crazier is I thought Unbreakable and Die Hard, aren't those like the same universe? Is that what I'm thinking? What is Glass? Because the Glass is Samuel L. Jackson, right?
Since I'm going to make it on 31st, at some point in the future, I'm going to make it there and meet you guys. I'm thinking about bringing the Glass side panels to. We can definitely do that.
Be cool. Be very cool.
Kermit, I've seen you a bit. What's up, bud?
PC can definitely raise your temperature. We've many years of testing that. We have found that. I mean, it's the smaller the room and the higher end the components.
Jesus effing Christ, not even close. Both
really? What am I?
Hold
on, I need to look this up. Because what am I thinking of? Is Unbreakable is also in the what was that new movie with what's his last name? Is it McAvoy? The one where he has like multi-personality disorder, and there's been like 2 or 3 of them.
Split.
Split. That's the same. Split, Glass, and then what else? Is it Unbreakable? Aren't those all like the same? Because Bruce Willis is in. I don't know if he's in all 3 of them, but is Unbreakable?
Been busy alert. Oh, no, I was saying, Kermit, I don't think I've seen you since I got back from vacation in chat, unless I just totally missed it.
That makes more sense.
Have you been in stream this week?
I am confusing. So the 3 of those are it, but Die Hard all together, yeah. Or Die Hard separate.
Die Hard's not related.
I don't think I've seen Die Hard then.
Let me put these extra stand-ups in real quick.
Die Hard sequels are Die Hard 2, Die Hard 3, and Glass. No, I'm just kidding.
and Glass.
And Split. Duh.
Duh, chat.
Die Hard is a great Christmas. Yeah, I know. I always hear that about it. Die Hard is separate, more like a Stallone action movie. Now that you're saying that, now I'm seeing it in my head. Yeah, I'm realizing that I don't think I've seen Die Hard. Unless I saw it and I really don't remember. Oh, Die Hard. That's the one where Bruce Willis talks to the ghost. And at the end, you know. Yeah. Sorry, I don't want to give any spoilers, guys. What was that movie? Is that 6th Sense?
Yeah.
5th Sense? The 18th Sense?
Fifth Element.
Oh yeah, Bruce Willis is in that too. Why is he in all these like numbers? 5th Sense, 6th Sense, 8th Sense, 50 Cent. What the helly? Dang, my dad Bruce getting played. I'm sorry. Multi-pass.
My dad.
At the end, he talks to Harry Potter. Ghost Snape. Fifth Element is a movie I can watch anytime it shows up. It's a good movie. The new Karate Kid comes out this week. You know, I've never seen a Karate Kid.
I don't think I have either.
Thanks for the sub. Bad future Illuminati.
To be fair, like some of these movies, like I hear people talk about, like they're like movies that like avid movie people like watch. I don't know. That's just not really on my radar.
Only if it has Jackie Chan. It's the only way. You're a meat popsicle? You know what I do? I have a vivid memory of watching the Jackie Chan cartoon on the Video Now, if anyone remembers those. They were like the tiny little It's almost like a Walkman, but it was for movies, you know? With like tiny little disc. I feel like they were mad expensive too. I feel like the discs were like $20 to $30 alone. With mods. That's cool. I saw that they're working on a new, is it Cyberpunk multiplayer?
I know they're developing the new Cyberpunk game.
Or maybe it's just a whole new game, yeah. I saw, oh, there was the other day, there was another, what game was it? I saw another game. Oh, BioShock. I saw that they're talking about announcing a new BioShock soon, and I think like 2026.
I really enjoyed Infinite. That was a really good game.
I never really played. I remember watching you play a little bit. I loved, was it 2 and 3 maybe? The ones
I never
that were
played
like,
the original ones, but I played Infinite on PC when it came out. I mean, it's been a long time ago, but that was a really good game. Back then, I never really finished single player games. I knew I beat it, and I knew that was a good game if I beat it.
Yeah, Infinite was always weird to me because that's the one where it's like in the sky, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was always weird because the other BioShocks were very like, very, very dark and gloomy, like underwater. Borderline scary.
Borderline scary. I know, I do not have any tats.
I don't think, is this not the Mirage?
It's Mirage 4.
Mirage 4.
Yeah, Mirage 4.
It looks different to me every time.
It's a lot better than Infinite. I don't know, those games are just older to me now, so it's hard for me to go back. If I've never played like an original like that, it's hard for me to go back and play it.
I really hope the new one they end up basing like kind of more like the originals where they're kind of like creepy.
That one was like creepy in a very dark way. Sir. Sir? He said no storage for you.
The coolers. I think I can do it.
He just made a chat. You know what? This build's too easy. We gotta slow it down.
Remember we talked about this yesterday? Like, oh yeah, don't forget the NVMe because your cooler might block it.
OMG, an 8 gig card in 2025. All the YouTubers are gonna roast you. They're coming for us, buddy. They're coming.
You know what's funny though is this is an 8 gig card that actually like deserves 8 gigs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like the thing is, and I think that's the point we're probably gonna end up making in our video that we're gonna do about 8 gig cards. The issue I personally have too is 8 gig cards costing $400 right now.
100%.
That's ridiculous. It doesn't mean that these 8 gig cards like you buy on the used market or a budget or $200 or less are just obsolete. You can't use them. That's not true. It's all about the price performance. The fact that some of them are really expensive, yeah, I can get on board with that being a problem.
The same people complaining about the 3058 gig are the ones with the 2080 Super 8 gigs.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, there's so many good used 8 gig cards still.
Yeah.
If you're playing at 1080p and even 1440p in certain games. While yes, there are some outliers. Indiana Jones, like, come on now, you'll be fine.
Dude, I loved when you did that question. There were so many people. Indiana Jones in the Great Circle.
I'm just like, I get it, but like, be honest, chat. Are you building a PC just to play Indiana Jones in the Great Circle?
Well, you know what I noticed about a lot of the comments that people were doing is they were like, you know, oh, on my 3070, you know, 8 gigs is not even near enough. I'm playing, you know, Indiana Jones very high settings, and I'm like,
yes.
that may actually be a little bit beyond the VRAM.
Yes.
Like that card's not as powerful as you think.
Yeah. No, some people set settings on cards that really I would never do myself.
No.
Like running ray tracing on a card like that, and I'm just like.
And I think those people think if they, well, I say I think, I know. There's a few people commenting that in their eyes, they're like, oh, if I had 16 gigs in my 3070, then I'd be able to play these games maxed out. And it's like,
not
no,
necessarily.
That's not the case. That can be proven with cards like the 7600 XT.
Yep. Chat, let us know if our audio goes out, our receiver's on red.
Yeah, we're not going to replace it either.
Yeah, you're just going to be a totally mute stream.
It's going to be a, what were those called? What do they call those? The quiet pictures? A soundless picture? I don't know.
Quiet pictures?
Like, you know, first generation film.
Yeah.
Silent film.
Silent film.
I don't know why it was
Quiet picture.
A quiet picture. That's a movie, right? A quiet picture?
Do we need to hire some like engineer who works on graphics cards to just take a bunch of like older GPUs like the 3070 or whatever and just force like 16 gigs of VRAM on them.
Well, we've done a couple, right? Like, didn't
Yeah.
we get a 580 and then what was it, a 2060 or something like that? I thought we got
It was
20.
a 2060. The 580 was the most weird one. Like it was a 2048 580 with 16 gigs of VRAM. I'm just like, why?
Weren't the benchmarks like the exact same?
Yeah, that was one of those where like I remember we purposely cranked it to 4K. And we're getting like 1 FPS and like we would get the VRAM up there, but it's like, hey. Not a single soul going to look at that build specifically because of the card in it. Buddy, you need to get out and get some fresh air, man.
What did they say?
Sasuke's like, no one's going to look at that build because of the graphics card.
Oh.
So it needs to get some fresh air.
Firstly, it'll definitely sell at our website, so thanks for that. Secondly, we're not the guys to shit on budget cards too.
No.
Unless it's something like, listen, even, I'm going to bring up a card, it's going to scare you all, 6500 XT.
Ooh.
Not a great card, 4 gigs of VRAM, only 2 display outs, no encoding at all. Like, it's no ray tracing, no nothing. I mean, that card is like, as bare as it gets. And yeah, when that card's like $200, it is a horrible, it's probably like one of the worst cards in the market. But I remember like one time,
we got it for like 30, 40 bucks.
Brand new on eBay for like $30. At that case, it's like, how is that even like a question? Like I remember looking back, we wish we bought all of them.
Yeah. It's all about price performance, guys.
You say, why did y'all delete my comment? What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Buddy,
we literally are,
buddy.
Oh no, it's tracking you now.
Oh God.
Buddy, our hands have been inside a computer. Like, what do you mean delete your comment?
So don't put your hands up on stream chat. The camera's watching.
You know what's funny? Half the people who are saying these like random ass like jabs are from the YouTube chat, and people wonder why we don't stream to our main YouTube channel.
Yeah, should I go? What do you think, down here?
Yeah, down here is better.
Yeah, and that's our secondary channel. Imagine if it was on Toasty
I'm like,
Bros.
holy crap.
We already deal with enough hate comments each day as it is, guys.
Holy crap. PC community, man. Y'all built different.
I think one of my favorite parts about the... Oh, never mind.
Only 8 gigs. Okay, here. Not 8 gigs of RAM. We're talking VRAM. If you're building a PC like this, 8 gigs of RAM, yeah, I'd be questioning your decisions nowadays.
But what if you got the RAM for free?
Yeah, free RAM.
At that point, add another 8.
You know what? Go ahead and spend more.
Ooh, Sasuke has a question.
All right, what's your question?
Sasuke, ask your question.
You trying to ask us how you touch grass? Because you need to.
What is that? Your computer dudes want to get drunk tonight and pick up hot chicks? Huh?
I hate this place. Say someone came up to you guys, right? Okay.
That's it.
Then they just said LOL. I mean, okay, cool.
I wouldn't hate the comments when I'm making deposits.
Damn. I hate the comments while I'm making deposits.
No, that's like borderline what I was gonna say a minute ago. So I was gonna be like, it's crazy. It's always like, I feel like it's always the brokest people in chat who probably are on like a card from 4 years ago or something. They're always talking the most smack.
Why not use a 6600? Well, if there was a 6600 sitting on our back shelf, yeah, we would use it. But this card was sitting in our back shelf. Do you want us to just throw it in a lake?
Yeah, that is a good question for anyone in chat who doesn't like the 3056 gigs.
If we have one in our
6400s,
possession, what do you want us to do with it?
Yeah, what would you guys do with it if you had, like, if someone just gave you, like, if I gave you a 6500 XT, an RX 6400, a 580 2048, and a 3056 gig, what are you doing with all those cards? I'm curious.
Look at YouTube. 3050 terrible choice. Oh god, here they come.
What would, if I gave you a 3050 right now, what would you do with it?
Yeah, what would you do with it?
Sell.
Sell?
But it's not worth anything. Why would you sell it?
Yeah, it's worthless. You said it's e-waste. It should go in the trash.
So why would anyone buy that piece of shit?
Yeah, why? Why would they? Explain. I just bought 3060 2 months ago. There you go. A build. Whoa, whoa. What are we doing here?
You guys are thinking logically?
Probably build a PC for my sister. Okay, and you're the ones. Okay, I'm done with this guy. Wait. Does that mean you don't love your sister? Like, are you building her garbage?
Wait, is that the one who said that it like?
Yeah.
Why would you do that if you think it's so bad? I use them in my non-gaming systems. I mean, hey, that's a good use case.
There you go. Go for it. He said, yeah.
Garbo. Trash it.
Trash.
Dude, it's
Throw it in the
crazy.
trash.
I know the people that are saying trash it are like on Boost Mobile. They're freaking on like government Wi-Fi, bro.
Put it in the trash. Put it in the trash.
You guys make that apartment rent this month?
Put it in the trash.
Trash it, trash it.
It's Mint Mobile. Get it right.
Mint Mobile.
Again, everything has a price. Everyone just sees, even like the creators who like bash cards saying like it doesn't make sense. The reason they're saying it doesn't make sense, even though they won't come out and say it sometimes, is the price you're paying for the thing. So like if you get a good deal on something, just because when it released at a certain price it was getting shit on doesn't mean it's bad. It's all about price, guys. Like if this, I mean, again, this is not the case, but you're acting like if this was like a $20 graphics card, you'd be like, 30, 50? I'm like, what?
Is it fan header? Oh.
8 gig cards are special simply because of the price. That's what I'm saying. Like the issue you all have is with 8 gig cards that cost $400. We have issues with those too. If you get an 8 gig card that's on a budget, we've done so many tests that they're still fine for 1080p games.
And this card, I mean, like I said, I saw them on eBay for like $150. That is a wonderful. I mean, this I think the 3050 8 gig is actually better than a 1660 Ti 6 gig.
Yeah.
I know the 6 gig version's like similar. And guys, you get ray tracing.
If I had to pick between a 3050, 8 gig, and a 6600, which one do you choose? If I had both of them in front of me, I'd grab the 6600.
Yeah, like if they were both just free on the table.
I would grab a 6600.
However, if you put a price tag on them, it changes everything.
If the 3050 is 150 to 160 bucks and the 6600 is 210, I'll get the 3050.
I would too. Because I don't think the 3050 8 gig is too far off from the 6600. I know the 6 gig definitely is. I know we tested it a long time ago. It's been a minute. This one, it does need external power, just to double check, right?
Yep, an 8 pin.
8 pin.
There's nothing else you need to plug up, right?
I don't think so. We'll find out, right? When it doesn't work.
How much do you pay for a power supply explodes? What do you mean? All our power supplies explode.
Y'all are cooking this morning, huh?
We really have bombs.
What do you want me to do the power for the graphics card?
Can you fit it through one of these at the
The
bottom?
bottom. I can certainly try. Oh yeah. Can you still get to it, you think?
Oh, 1 second. This graphics card is not in properly.
How do you guys think the 9060 XT 16 gig will perform in 1440p compared to 1080? I mean, just based on what we've seen, like, you know, speculation-wise, I think it'd be pretty good.
Yeah,
Now, 1440, I mean, it's starting to become the new 1080.
Yeah.
You know, I was actually had a shower thought the other day where I was like, I wonder when like so you know like how we really never recommend 720p nowadays.
Nope.
Because you really can't find 720p monitors anymore.
Nope.
I mean, they exist, but like they're TVs. They're horrible. They're 60 hertz or even worse. I did have that thought the other day where I was like, man, I wonder when will be the point that Matt and I feel like. Because lately, whenever we've been doing a lot of our videos, we have been doing more and more 1440p testing as time's gone on.
I think upscaling really helps with that. If there wasn't any upscaling, I feel like 1080p would be incredibly relevant, but even then, like a budget GPU could run 1440p with like FSR and basically be running.
For a long time, 1440p I remember felt like 4K. Like up until about, I'd say a year or two ago, I felt like 1440p was borderline 4K, but.
Yeah, the 6 gig doesn't require external power. This one does.
Which, huge plus, by the way. That's another reason
Yep.
why we do think that the 3056 gig has a place in the market for the right price because you
Upgrading
can,
those cheap office computers.
no external power, and you can even get low profile ones that usually aren't too much more, and they don't need external power. So they're cool cards. Can the 3050 run max graphics in 1080p? There's probably a select few games. Like I know in TF2 it probably could.
Yep, older games you can.
Yeah, older games. Counter-Strike you probably couldn't get like at least 60 FPS, I'd guess, maybe. It just depends, you know. I mean, no, in newer titles, like if we're talking like AAAs, what I like about the 3056 gig is, do you feel like, have you seen a game at 1080 that it can't play if you do setting optimization?
You can run lower settings and at least get 1080p, 60,
Yeah.
70 FPS, no matter what.
So I don't think we've seen the 3056 gig to a point yet. Same with like the 1660 Ti and, you know, kind of that's like the bottom, I'd say, of the barrel at this point is if you're like 1080p, I'm going to play any game that come out, you know, it's a good card. It's just badly priced. And even then, I mean, in the current market, I don't think I agree with that anymore.
Talking about new, there's nothing else.
No, I mean,
I think the biggest thing is it's just getting more and more harder to recommend new at that price. But
yeah.
You know.
It's just the 3050 6 gig is like one of those cards that even when prices were good, so you could say it was a horrible price last year at $179.99, but the thing is that card so far, I've seen sometimes with like 200, but literally a week ago I know I bought 5 of them for $179.99. So every other card has gone up pretty much. That card is like the one that has not really changed.
We'll play devil's advocate. Isn't that an indicator that nobody's buying them?
Maybe, which is fine. That's more for people who have the 3050 respect. Yeah. You know, I mean, it makes me think of, it's like people shitting on the Quadros, where it's like, you know, Quadros are horribly priced. It's like, yeah, no shit. They're not well priced for people who don't have a use case for them. And the 3050 it's a different use case. I mean, I get it's gaming and, you know. Yeah. There's definitely arguments to be made with the used market and stuff, so I'm not saying I'd go with the 3050 just because it's new. I'm not scared of used cards, but I know some of you guys are.
Yeah, I don't think the B580 is going to get much cheaper for a long time because I don't think Intel's going to keep up with stock enough to where there's just a surplus of.
I mean, no one can really.
So,
sucks.
And Intel's in the worst position of the 3 companies to be able to do that. So, I don't think it's ever going to get much cheaper than it is. It's probably going to stay around the $300 mark for a while.
Yeah, so you know what card you guys are going to have to buy.
Why do I have a whisper from Mr. Silly 408? Please, I want to buy your guy's 7,600 bill, but I'm $100 off. Please give the Toasty community a discount. I will get you a blow-up doll.
Huh?
Huh? Yo, Mr. Silly.
That's wild. By the way, Versanox, I'm just not even gonna address you at this point. You can keep chatting if you want, but you're clearly just a meme at this point.
Who is it?
Just that guy. He just said it's more pathetic that you guys are like defending the 3050 blah blah, and I'm just like, okay, buddy.
Crazy. Buddy, touch grass.
Yeah, I'm like, it's not even worth it. We got our regular viewers in here that actually like watching us that we can talk to. If you don't like watching us, it's all good.
Regular viewers, those exist, I guess so.
Yeah, we get some, get a couple of them, you know, maybe a few on a good day.
I need to pull this GPU power a little tight so it doesn't go inside a fan.
Let's see if I can find it.
That'll work.
So did I get the right one?
Yep.
Oh, that is it. Pull the card out of the socket.
Looking forward to playing any new games. I am currently playing Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and I played about an hour yesterday, and I'm really liking it.
I'm about halfway through Doom now. I'm on chapter 14, and I think there's like 20 something. So I've been enjoying it. It's nostalgic to like the Halo days. I feel like it's been a while since I mean, everything I play now is like multiplayer or open world. Like whenever I do play single player, so it's cool playing a game that's like just linear again.
Yeah.
I don't have to think, you know.
No, Claire's it's a very, very intense emotional game. It's pretty good. I like it so far. It runs really well on my PC. But yeah, no, I've been happy with it. Do you guys spend time on cable management or just brush it off? I guess with cable management or just, why did you say that twice? Yeah, no, we do a good amount of time on cable management. We like to make sure our builds look nice.
Yeah, I would definitely say between us and PC Bros, everyone here takes quite a bit of pride in the cable management. I will say over the years, I've definitely gotten more lax about it. Some builds I still go pretty hard on, but I'd say on average, I'm definitely using less zip ties these days.
I have a 4070 Ti on my PC at home. Jackson just did his upgrade. He's 9800X3D with a 5080.
Yep, we're both 16 gigs of VRAM.
Yep.
My performance not much better.
4070. Well, mine's 12, 4070 Ti. I'm not.
Oh, you're not on the Super. Yeah, TS Super duh.
So yeah, 4070 Ti, 12 gigs, and then I have a 5800X at home.
What is Jonah? Does Jonah also have a TI?
Yes.
Oh, so you both are. Okay. 12 gigs.
12 gigs. I can't.
Inferior.
I can't run games.
I bet that Clear Obscure Games barely runs on your PC.
Barely. Ever return your 5060 and buy a 5060? Why'd you get a 5060 in the first place?
Who
You
was
were
that?
going to get the higher end GPU. Smoot.
So he got the 5060 and he's going to what?
He's going to return it for a 5070.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that would be a good upgrade. How was the 5060? Did you try it all? Or did you just instantly like have buyer's remorse?
What's up, Live Free? How you doing? That's a 4070 Ti Super. I just picked it up 3 days ago. It depends on the price you paid for it. I'm assuming you're looking at used market. Hopefully you didn't overpay for it new. I have not had a crash yet. No crashes, but I've only played about an hour and 20 minutes. It's been a while since I've had a game. I would say the only game I've had a lot of issues with in recent memory that I had a lot of crashes on my PC was when Jedi Survivor came out.
Yeah, that game is kind of broken for
That game
everyone.
was really broken on launch, and I was very upset about it because I remember my PC just not running it good at all.
It's like whenever a game is released for the Nintendo Switch.
You know what? I'm seeing a trend here. Jackson has a 5080 with a 9000X 3D. He's having all these issues. Your buddy with the 5090, the game crashes every 15 to 30 minutes. I'm gonna stick with my PC.
Oh no, I implore people, if you already have anything above like a 4070 or better, there's no reason to upgrade. I only did it because Santa came early this year.
My PC was fine with a lowly 4090. Yeah, I know. A lowly 40.
Ew. What are you, poor?
Throw it in the trash.
I think the 4090 is probably still worth more than the 5080.
I would think so, because at least the
The
VRAM
used
AI
market value.
use,
Yeah. No, I mean, I will say, like, I know I mentioned this the other day. Like, really, when I really deep thought about it, I really only had my 5080. And I don't even know if it's for the 80. I just had issues in general with my PC when I'm streaming. But when I'm just like Discord playing games, usually running like 3D printing software and stuff all at the same time, no issues. And I can stream on Discord fine too. Like if I'm streaming, I'll stream like Doom on Discord and no issues. It's just something with OBS.
I don't think anything's gonna be the new 1080 Ti. The 1080 Ti was, what, $600 on launch, and the fact that it's still a somewhat viable card right now, that's what makes it so awesome. The 4090 was an incredibly expensive GPU.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I mean, you could run a 4090 for a long time, but like, it's one of those things where I don't know, you're not gonna get as much return on your money because you probably spent $1,500 on it versus the 1080 Ti, which was a good value at the time.
You basically spent triple
Yeah.
the cost. And well, the other thing about the 1080 Ti is look at how quick the price fell on that card. Like, I mean, it went from 600. I remember on eBay, like, what, probably 3 years after launch? Like, I feel like we could get them for like a couple $100.
Oh, TV the Greek, check your messages.
Is it a picture of your mud
weenie.
butt?
What?
Oh, you're just gonna be a little late.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Chat, our e-waste build, you like it? And anytime we use a 3050, I'm gonna put the title of the stream is we're building an e-waste PC, okay guys? Is that what we should be doing? Wait, you're having temperature issues, Live Free? Sorry, I saw your message and then it just totally like lost it. How is that 3050 so big? 3 fan? It's not a 3 fan.
No, it's honestly
fan.
pretty average size 3050. It's a PNY 2-fan model.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
Why won't all of you just look at it?
Going up the 97C of the 13400F with what? What cooler?
What is it? The 13400F that's getting that hot, or the GPU? Oh, you got a 12400F with a 3050? Not bad.
Stock cooler. I mean, that seems really hot for a stock cooler. What are you doing full load? Like, what are you doing to stress test it? It may not be making full contact, I'll be honest. But even then, like as we were talking about, if you want to fix that, an ID cooling cooler for $17 is a good option. Warzone? Yeah, there's something wrong with the contact or thermal paste because it should not be getting that hot.
4060 for 200 bucks is a good deal.
But yeah, if you have 20 bucks to spare, just get an ID cooling tower cooler.
Gorax, is your the European Y4070 Super, is it the 2-fan one? Like, does it look like that? Because yeah, those are like, it's a cool card because like for a PC like how mine was, where I couldn't fit a 3-fan, pretty dope that they even make it. 85's warm. Yeah, I mean, so it's the 2-fan.
They just run
It's
hot.
warm, but like, it's not, I wouldn't really be worried unless you're seeing like over 90. Looking for a GPU partner as warranty support in East Africa. I don't know if
I'm not sure about that one. I don't know. Good luck on your quest.
Recommended upgrade from a 5500 XT? They made an 8 and a 6,
Yeah, they did.
right?
Yeah.
What
What
was a 4
CPU?
and a 6?
Yeah, what CPU you got, Sean? So your opinion on Zotac cards? They're good. We don't really have a major issue with any GPU manufacturer.
Doesn't go above 85. Yeah, I mean, you're fine. And I assume that's like under heavy load, like gaming, right? I always have to worry when my PC turns off.
Yeah, I figured we would. It's actually, it took us a little longer than I thought.
We kind of went slow with it.
Yeah.
You feel good about $599 for your 4070 Super? Yeah, you
should.
got that in October. It's a good price.
You never knew i3 even exists. How old are you, X account?
What kind of question is this? Have you ever been to Colonel Sanders' grave?
I can't say
I don't
that I
think
have.
so.
Where in Kentucky is that? I'm assuming it's in Kentucky. New subscriber here? What's up? How you doing?
I feel like it's in a weird state. Is it Kentucky? I thought it was somewhere weird, like freaking like.
Well, I remember the first. Okay, the weird fact: the first KFC was in Utah.
Yeah. That could be what I'm thinking of.
The first official KFC, but his like original restaurant was in Kentucky, and then he like opened his first franchise store in Utah. Why I don't know. Maybe he knew a Mormon. I don't know.
Ooh.
Yep, Corbin. That's where it was.
Corbin.
That's where the official. It was called something Colonel Sanders Restaurant or whatever. It wasn't called KFC.
It's called Finger Licking Good. Just a question, what's the best name for chip for gaming? So technically the best one for gaming is going to be your 5800X3D. Now, with how much it costs, the 5800 XT is really good for the price, like 130 bucks.
We do not get better deals in Kentucky on KFC.
Look, we got a Java person here. They said fees are about 12%. Yeah, it's definitely, like, it's one of those things where for how much you could sell, like, let's say a PC or a graphics card on Facebook Marketplace, let's say you can get 200 bucks for it. No fees, right? But what if on Java you can get like 250? In that case, the 12% was worth it. But there is times where if you already have like a low profit margin on something, that 12% may be the difference of making money and losing.
Is that camera on the tripod the OBSBot? Yep, that is our OBSBot camera. It's our little portable webcam, runs off a USB-C. It can track you.
It's scary. It's like the government's inside the camera.
KFC used to have a rocket ship ride. What are you talking about? I'll be honest, I don't know if that discount code still works because that was part of the sponsor thing we were doing with them, but you can try it.
Some of these companies just never change. They never change the codes, you know?
Spied on.
We're killing you. Why are we killing you? Because we don't know about the KFC rocket ship?
I don't think Kermit was talking about the rocket ship.
What's the least amount of time you guys taken to build a PC? I'd probably say like we've had, like from scratch an actual gaming PC, maybe like 15 minutes.
Time to raid. Are you saying you want us to get off your monitor?
Well, actually, we did a video on the main channel where we built RX 9070 with 9700X PCs. We built 18 of them in, what was it, like 6 hours? 6 hours?
What are your go-to headphones today? Is that a short question or is that a question you actually have for us? I recommend in-ear monitors. The go-to I've been using are Truth Ear in-ear monitors.
KFC is mid. Whoa. You cannot say that about Kentucky.
Have we done a shorts question of like what gaming headset would you recommend somebody get?
I don't know if we have.
Sounds like one we would have done, but I don't think we have.
Wireless or wired headsets? No, that is a good question. I will say, Kermit, I always ran the cheaper Corsair options. Like I always liked the $60, like the HS60s, the HS55s. Here I use like the HS80s. Now at home, Zach got me a present. So now I have some pretty fancy Harmonic Dyne Zeus headphones. I've been fully honest. I love the look of them. That's my favorite part about them. But I've been fully honest with them, where even when they're hooked up to like an amp and everything, I don't feel like I hear a ton of difference for like how much more premium I know that the Harmonic Dynes are.
Opinion on Corsair mice. They're fine. Maybe this is this like an aging thing or what? But like I definitely gravitate less towards the gaming specific hardware and more just like general use hardware. For example, for like headphones, I use in-ear monitors. For mice, I don't really focus on the big tier companies like Corsair, SteelSeries, or anything like that. I kind of look on Amazon for some of these like third-party ones that are normally better bang for buck.
Attack Shark.
Attack Shark.
No, I mean, I think whether you're gaming or not gaming, I do think that it's really important for consumers to look at the kind of no-name brands, you know?
Love the big name brands because they're the go-to easy option, but I definitely look at other options as well.
I think one of the biggest things that is nice to get over is the stigma of like, kind of like whenever, great examples when we did our mouse roundup at one point, it was pretty premium mice, and like half the comments were like, why would you even do this when the G502 Hero exists or the G305? It's like, those are great legendary mice that have been sold like probably more than any mouse in the world, but like when you compare the raw specs, they're horrible compared to some of the no-name brands, and they cost more. So that's the biggest thing, is we're not saying you shouldn't buy name brand because, you know, it can definitely work.
I think the Blue 2s are the ones that I have. I think that's what they're called. The Pinnacle, it's like the Pinnacle collab, Blue 2, something like that.
You know, it's funny, I had a thought the other day where I was looking at my HS80s, because like, you know, it was funny because I was just talking about those. I'm not the biggest fan of them in all honesty. I've always thought they're a lot heavier and they make my ears hot. So I had a thought where I'm like, you know, I might try some IEMs here. I don't think I'm gonna do it at home because I have those nice headphones and I don't wanna, they were a gift, you know, I don't wanna change them out.
I'll never go back.
But my HS80s, I'm just like, during the streams I usually always do the one earphone off too, and I'm like, you know, it'd be nice to have the ones that just, because most of the IEMs have
they loop over your ear.
Because I got weird ass ears. My left ear I cannot fit an earbud in, so I have to have like the little loop. Are we doing Q&A? This is every morning, by the way.
This is what we do. Basically, once we finish a build, if we have extra time, which we have about 8 minutes left, we'll just sit here and yap to you guys. But also, we'll be yapping while we're building.
All right, so for your first question, was that you guys that said I want to give away on YouTube? No, that wasn't us.
No, that wasn't us.
Promise.
If you won something from us, you would need to be in a giveaway stream. We should have said your name.
And also be from the official Toasty Bros account.
Matt, and why do you call you Flaxen?
Flaxen?
You called you Flaxen.
Flak jacket.
I'm on AM4, he's on AM5.
Yeah, I was on, you know, I did upgrade a while. It's been a while now. I did my 9800X 3D. I think it was back in, when did it come out? Was it October of last year?
I think so.
So, almost a year on it. And I like it. One of the things I told everyone here right away is I said, was it worth having to buy DDR5 RAM, we had the B850 luckily, so that was free. And then the 9900X 3D, no, not even near it. Because I spent, remember when I went to Microsoft that day, I spent like almost $1,000. And because I had to bundle that CPU with a motherboard. And no, I mean the 5000X is such a good AM4 CPU that the 9900X 3D doesn't even feel that much better.
Snark, we are not keyboard builders. We've done it before, but even if you ask Jonah, you mentioned Jonah as a name, I don't think he even recommends people build keyboards anymore.
No,
there's way better value just buying a keyboard nowadays.
Well, it's really like I think Zach's an avid keyboard builder, but I think he would tell you buy a keyboard and then upgrade it.
Yeah.
Like if you really think you want to tinker with it, change out switches, keycaps.
That AM4 was if killed AM4 for me. Well, I will be honest, that video I did not set that video up the way I should have. And I think it would have been better if I invested more in the GPU, because at that point you would have saw that AM4 with a better GPU would have performed better than the cheapest AM5.
It was really just that 5600 XT. Yeah. It was not the 5000 XT is a great CPU.
Yes. It could have handled a much better GPU. So if I had to do that over, I would have spent a little less on the motherboard and maybe get like a 5700 XT or like a 2070. And at that point, it would have been much more obvious that AM4 is worth it.
Yeah. Or I mean, even if, well, it's hard to find them, but if like a 5600, 5600X, if you find those for, sometimes you can find them for under $100. Yeah, we could have gotten like a 2070 Super.
Does that board have its own RGB?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's a little
underglow.
back RGB.
A lot of motherboards had that. You probably just haven't noticed.
Wow, that's really bright.
Little back glow.
Oh, your aim controller comes in. Is aim the one that Scuff released, or is this a whole other brand, Kermit? The 2060 is 27%. 7%. We had a 2060
about
Super,
right.
right? Or was
No,
it
normal 2060. So we had normal 2060 with the 5600 XT, which we saw in some games it was close, but then others the 2060 did do better. So
3050. 3050. Hey, that's the person that was being mean, wasn't it? I'm not talking to you.
I don't know you. Leave me alone. AIM is a custom builder. Okay.
Oh,
Honkin'
okay.
nut, McAllister.
Honkin' nut.
Honkin' nut for him.
That's, you know what? It's the double decker.
Everything Scuff was in the early days.
I saw your 1 month video on the 9070, and now I have my 9070 coming in later. I appreciate that you took from that we actually said the 9070 was a good card, other than being called NVIDIA bootlickers.
I swear, Vivid has to be trolling. You said should have put a 1660 Super and called it Vivid. This card performs better than a 1660 Super.
This is not the
and we had
3056
it.
gig.
We had it on hand. Even if it was the 3056 gig, that performs like about the same. And if you get it for the right price, I don't get what the problem is. Like, okay, so if you have a 1660, I got a red pill and a blue pill, 3056 gig, 1660, $100 each. Why would you not take the 3056 gig? It doesn't take external power. It's newer. It has ray tracing. Not that freaking matters.
There's a little bit of nuance to your thinking. You don't know what we got it for, like why we have it, like.
Someone paid us for this card.
Yeah, like what about that? That's crazy.
You're thinking of buying a laptop with an i7 4050, but your friend recommended to actually do a build. I will say the i5 14600K with a 4060 would perform a lot better than the laptop, but you're going to spend a lot more because you need everything else.
Gonna need to redo. I thought about it. I thought about doing a follow-up, but I don't think it would change too much because in the video I did mention while we were talking about it how if you spend a little less on a motherboard and got a better graphics card, AM4 would perform better, obviously, because it does have the headroom for it. I wish I did it that way from the beginning, but I don't think it warrants a new video, I'll be honest.
It was a 1 in 10, so
Yeah.
I mean, it
Maybe we
could be worth it.
Move back down on price. Everything's cheaper.
I hate you, Vivid.
I'm
I literally
trolling.
hate you. No, I just like to say I'm trolling, but at the end of the day, you have to admit it's the worst. No, I mean, okay.
Oh yeah, look, technically it is the worst
yes.
RTX card because
Well,
it is
let's
literally
not forget the 2050 in the laptop.
Oh yeah, the 2050, yeah.
That card is horrible. It's a laptop GPU.
But it's the lowest RTX card, so
It's one of the lowest. It is the lowest desktop card. Yes, you were correct about that.
that is factual.
QX Rex.
You're from India and you like our videos?
Thank you. Flexing.
Flexing.
No, they're forming India.
Yes, there is a 2050, RTX 2050 that basically was like, was it worse than a desktop 1650 or about the same?
It's about the same, and it was in a bunch of laptops.
But it was like it was much newer. Like there were 2050 laptops that were like 11, 12th gen, and that's when it was like, oh God.
Yep.
See, Smooth's got a good point. At the end of the day, the PC's gonna sell. I don't think it'd be worse than a 1050 Ti. Probably close.
How's Kentucky moving there from Pennsylvania? Nice. Where you
Whoa.
move? What part of Kentucky moving to?
And why?
Yeah, why would you come here?
McAllister creeping in? That's crazy. AMD or Intel for CPU? Depends on your build and the price.
Nah, you also just start making blanket statements, but then like never stay consistent. Just answer whatever you feel in that day. Start just going Intel every
I don't
time.
even know if I want to answer, Vivid.
If it's gonna say if it's not $200.
No, I know. That's why I mean,
mean,
it's a lot more than $200. So I'm just like, I don't even want to tell you. Go check it out at PCBros.tech if you want to see it.
so
Sup,
Is our boy
player?
making
Another
it today?
one.
Or is he just
Another
finally
one.
calling in?
another.
Another one.
Mirage, becoming the new AL600 from Vitru. Just not nearly as bad.
Basically.
Are the new discount price for Ultra chips good enough to recommend? Some of them, I will say, they haven't been bad. Dude, I just bought a 14600K, like non-F, but 14600K for 140,
Oh.
which is,
That's
yeah,
really cheap.
that's good.
Probably should do an Ultra build in channels like with some of the new pricing. See if Intel Ultra is.
We'll have
worth
to
it.
do a mega disclaimer at the beginning.
Yes.
Guys, we know AMD exists. We just
know
want
it
to do
exists.
something different.
We just want to show you guys what Intel Ultra is now that it's been discounted.
And people are still going to be in the comments. I just don't get why you didn't build with AMD.
I still am not happy about the fact that that is going to be a 1-generation motherboard. That's still
that's
stupid.
pretty bad.
That's pretty stupid, Intel. I know because they're already saying the new motherboards are going to be new CPUs will be new sockets. So I'm just like,
I think the only way that people, and well, I know me, I wouldn't be super upset if they make some big performance gain with a new board. You know what I mean? Like the new CPU, new board. But if it's like how it has been, where they go from the 2nd gen Ultra, I think it's technically 2nd gen for desktop, and it's like 5% better.
I guess it's technically first for desktop.
Yeah, I guess it's first for desktop, but 2nd for Ultra, I guess.
Yeah, because this laptop CPUs.
Massive dog. The 200 people who, I promise there's a lot more than 200 Snark Image. I know there's probably a lot less than you would, or Snark Mage. There's probably a lot less compared to AMD, but because of like schools, businesses, a lot of them that use Intel and stuff, there's probably a lot more than you think.
All right, guys, we're on a raid. I don't know if there was a guide to raid. If there was, do it quick. Hurry.
Intel can't be trusted for future-proofing.
Thank you to the person who said they watched that video about the 5 years.
I mean, I will say Intel has kind of always been known for doing like a 1 to 2, usually 2 on average generation. They did really good with 12th through 14th gen. You know, that was 3 generations, which is like record for them.
Also, Graham, if Jackson knows what Jund is, I'll give you $1.
What is it?
Jund.
Sounds really familiar.
Oh, there's a guide to raid.
Condor.
I think he'll see it, right? Do you think he'll see it?
Yeah, he'll see it.
Thank you.
McSammy. What is Jund? Is it from like an anime?
Oh, Jund. No. Yeah, it's a color, like 3-color combination in Magic the Gathering.
Oh, I would have never.
No, I don't. So, but he said earlier, like, Jackson said he's going to build a Jund and Jund you out. And I was like, nah. You knew what it is.
I'm Prestige 10. All right, guys, we're rating Condor. Don't forget, we will actually be live tomorrow. We're having a 7-day straight streaming streak because we're going to be live for the car show. So, see you guys later.
Wait,
Peace.
tomorrow? You're going to do tomorrow too?
Car show.
And then
I
Sunday?
usually stream it. And I always stream on
your
Sunday.
Sunday stream.
Yeah.